You can usually find him giving it some on stage with his long-haired, leather-clad mates from Iron Maiden. Well, don't tell the band, but Bruce Dickinson's been moonlighting. The heavy metal legend has written his first screenplay, which has now been turned into a movie called Chemical Wedding.
Be assured that something wicked.
He's come back, hasn't he?
This way comes.
But don't be fooled by Bruce's music credentials. This isn't an amateur go at making a thriller.
It's not one of these sort of like rock and roll, heavy metal track every 5 minutes and people getting chopped up. It's about bringing back one of England's most eccentric black magicians, Aleister Crowley.
Brit Thesp's Simon Callow plays him. The whole thing's directed by Julian Doyle, who edited Terry Gilliam's Time Bandits and Brazil. It's been described as Harry Potter for adults, as it features the odd raunchy scene or two. But not in any way gratuitous. These were all vital to the plot.
He was involved in sexual magic, so he couldn't make a film without... I mean, you say, well, what is sexual magic? So we invented our own sort of sexual magic of where these ceremonies and these rites were. And we did them. And I mean, you have to do them half tongue-in-cheek, because he seemed to be doing some things half in tongue-in-cheek, that the real Aleister Crowley. And he was gross, he was intelligent, then he was stupid.
Just a small taster of one of the most controversial figures of the early 20th century. And what these two don't know about him isn't worth knowing.
He's on the cover, for example, of Sgt. Pepper, at Lennon's request. Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin bought his house in Loch Ness. So he really was the world's first rock star.
With just as many groupies, it seems, although without the guitar. So if you're over 18 and are partial to a bit of sorcery, then head down to your cinema to catch Chemical Wedding, to see if, in the words of Queen, it's a kind of magic.